I am with former Governor Michael Dukakis, who is speaking at the Transportation Research Board summer meeting in Boston. Governor, what advice would you give to both the House and the Senate when it comes to crafting a new surface transportation bill?
Well, I'm a guy that believes two things. First, we've got to maintain what we got, and we're not doing a very good job of that. And secondly, we've got to invest heavily in metropolitan transit and a first-class national rail passenger system. We don't have it. We've got highways that don't work. We have airports that don't work, and the way to make them work is to come up with that third leg of the stool, which is excellent rail transportation, something that our friends in Europe and Asia seem to have figured out and are investing heavily in. And I would hope the Congress would do that. I've never seen it as a partisan issue. I served on the Amtrak board with some terrific Republicans, and I just hope we can keep partisanship out of this thing. We need a first-class transportation system in this country, and rail has got to be a part of it.
Where do you think the money ought to come from?
Well, there's one source that we've used on a regular basis, and that's the gasoline tax. Now I know gasoline prices are up. Of course, it has nothing to do with the cost of producing a barrel of oil. It's all about speculators out there fooling around in the market. But Bill Clinton, in the middle of a recession, raised taxes on the wealthy, and he raised the gasoline tax, and we had the biggest boom in American history. And the way you build an economy is to build an excellent transportation infrastructure, and I would hope that folks in Congress would understand this, whether they're Republicans or Democrats. They always have. I hope they will continue to.
You mentioned the conservative wing, those Republicans who don't want to raise taxes for anything. Do you think they can be convinced that transportation is something they need to make an exception?
Well, I would hope so. I mean, we've always had strong support for this from the Republican side of the aisle, and it's never been a partisan issue. And I'm not quite sure why it is today. Look, I hope they understand that we cannot be a first-class international economic power unless we have an excellent transportation system. That includes excellent highways, excellent airports, and excellent rail passenger service, and it's going to cost some money. And one of the things you have to do in politics is occasionally stand up and tell people, hey, we got to pay for it. And if you can link it to creating good jobs and building an economic future, at least in my experience, people will be supportive of it.